Hello, strikers. So, we got Camp Pinetop in a couple weeks ago. We went through it. There were some changes we needed to make. So we made those changes and we asked for a second pre-production copy, and then that arrived. So it came to Eric on the East Coast. He went through it, and then he mailed it on to me, and I have it. So, box, good box, 2mm board. It's really nice. So you have the two different manuals. You have the game manual, has the rules in it and all that for the base game, and then we have the solo version. Pretty cool. So player mats, these are great. Really good thickness to them. Now granted, this isn't what they'll look like final, because this is a pre-production, but really close, because this is done digital and not done offset printing, which your final games are. But on the back is all the solo stuff, and then on the front, of course, are the 5 different players, with how that works. Then you have the 5 different, every player has a set of patches that you're earning. So basically, when you earn a patch, they just go right down onto your player mat, just like that. So it's really cool. And a good punch board here. And that's all of that. You have the cards here. So we are doing 350 GSM Lenin, so they'll have a really good pop to them. They can't run that when they do your pre-production copy. They can't put that card stock through the digital printer, so only the offset printing. But this is just to show you what the cards look like, and they're all there, and front to back is appropriate. So that's what we check there. And this is the solo punch board. So we have the friendship token, which we talked about, which was an added thing after the campaign, due to the extended stuff with all the issues going on around the world with COVID and things. So we just wanted to give something extra back to our backers, just because it's a little longer than we had planned. And those are the friendship tokens. So when you land on a spot with somebody else, you gain this, and then later on in the game you can use it to borrow one of your friend's powers. And that's what those are. And then the solo tokens and the solo stuff comes in its own punch board. These, I know I sent pictures of them already in the last update, but they are awesome. Let me see if I can get that. These are great little guys. Super happy with how they turned out. They are wonderful. And then of course the Kickstarter exclusive stuff is here, with your first player marker with the wolf paw, and then your rank markers, and then the achievement markers. So those are all wood and very nice, and look great. So happy with those. This just really quickly, these are your location cards. Again, they'll be a little thicker than this in the final version, but those are wonderful. And then you have your little achievement cards, and little discs go on it. So you have the achievement over the pocket here, and then you have the other 3 achievements. So there's 4 on each card. And they're great. So then we have, real quickly, we have the expansion stuff as well. So this is the nature expansion here. Nature expansion cards. They just have the information for each of the different styles of animal. But that's the back. They look great. And then the front. And then you have your nature expansion stuff with the conditions that shows how they move. The punch board with all the different animals there. front and back. Those are wonderful. And then you have the other expansion, which included the tower. So everything in this is 2 millimeter, except for the tower. The tower is 2.5. So when you punch this out, it's pretty beefy, and we did that on purpose. So we just wanted it to be pretty awesome, and not be something that would fall apart quickly. So you kind of got to work this piece out a little bit there, just because it's much thicker. But that's what the tower looks like, and then the other half goes down over it, and it stands up. It has a lot of table presence, so you can kind of see the size there. Let me move that out of the way, but that's the size. It's great. It's really cool. It'll have some great table presence. And then the cards that came with that expansion are the double supply cards. So these are those. And when you play with that expansion, then you get double supply cards. So they're pretty cool. So that was a little bit of a different thing to add in. Makes it kind of fun and different. So just wanted to do a quick shout out to you guys, just to let you see it, let you know this is what the final art will look like and everything. I have 2 things or 3 things to fix in the solo book. It's actually just art, not any rules or anything. I'm sending that to them tonight, and then we'll push the big giant print button, and it'll be just the time it takes to print, get on a boat, and get over here so we can get it mailed out. But it's a lot of game in a little box, ton of replayability with all the map cards that we were able to get in that box, plus the solo version that's totally different and wonderful, and then the little additives that are in there. Don't forget we have the patch that's being made as well. They just don't manufacture that there. We have that being made by a separate entity, and when I get that in, I'll share that. Until then, thank you so much for backing Camp Pinetop and for being with us on this journey. We're almost at the end. It's pretty cool to see this come to life, and I'm excited to throw this down on the table and get a play with these components just for fun. So look forward to getting this out to you soon. Thanks so much. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.